Hello. I am going to make something totally different than I've ever made before online here. I have some empty stuffed, they were shells that were stuffed with stuffed clams and stuffed scallops. So I saved them and washed them out, and I'm going to turn them into tree ornaments. So, because I like making tree ornaments for my grandchildren. So in each year I try to come up with at least one idea, if not more than one. And I found these, where did I get these? I'm pretty sure I just got these the other day when I was at Walmart. So, and there's a whole bunch in the bag. And then I was pleasantly surprised when I opened it up and saw there's 4 on each napkin. So I can get 4 out of one napkin. That's awesome. So first things first, we've got to open this up and we've got to take the back portion off. So sometimes you can lick your fingers and kind of do this, and sometimes that'll soften it up enough to open it up. If not, I've got another trick. You gonna open for me? Yes, it is. Alrighty, come on. There you go. And that worked. All right. Okay, there. So then, because we just want the one layer, these are 2-layer napkins. And a lot of times they'll tell you, I think this says 2-ply on here. Yes, 2-ply right there. Okay. So, because sometimes they're like 3 or 4-ply. Depends on where you're getting them, and it depends on the type of napkin. Dinner napkins are normally more, they're heavier. There. So this we can save, and we can do decoupage with this. And maybe I'll do something else with that one day. But for now, we're just going to work on these. And I need to get my scissors down here. And I can put these tweezers away and my pen away. Alrighty, and I'm going to go ahead and put this down. And I'm thinking that whole poinsettia should fit in there. So I should be able to just cut this right out and do it like this. And go ahead and cut the whole poinsettia out. There. Alrighty, so I have 4. This is going to be fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then I'll have 2 extra. So that'll be cool. So I want to see how these are going to look. This is going to be so exciting. Alrighty. Okay, so we need 1 for each one. So, and I guess I'll start with this one. So all we need is some Mod Podge. If you don't have any Mod Podge, you can make it yourself. It's literally half water and half glue. The only reason why I bought this was because it was a very good sale. Otherwise, and I wanted the container. So, and that way when this is gone, I can just start mixing my own, because you can use just regular cheap school glue that goes on sale every year at school time, and you can mix that half and half water and just keep refilling. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and do this. And I found a makeup brush at the Dollar Tree. So, because I thought that would be a good idea to go ahead and use that. All right, this is all mushy. Boy, is that wet. It is very wet because, like I said, it is watery. Very watery. Okay, get down in there. Okay, so first things first, you want to get your brush wet. Okay, and then we're going to paint the inside of this. Oh my, look at that. Guess I had a little color on my brush, huh? Okay, that'll be pretty. All right, so I'm going ahead and just painting up this whole thing. There, that's pretty. And then we can lay this right on top. And push that down inside. And start pressing it down with the brush. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. Okay, we're going to get it wet again. Go ahead and do some more, because we want it to be nice and moist. because we want it to definitely adhere itself to this shell. So the more the glue, the better. Alrighty. Just make sure it goes all the way out to the edges. And then you can fold it down and over the tip like this. All right, there we go. Some more up in there. And make sure it's adhered all the way down. So even though there's crinkles in here, crinkles and wrinkles, you want to make sure that they're really pushed up against that shell. And when this dries, we'll be able to see that pretty poinsettia. Alrighty, that's looking pretty. I think we got it all. Up in here is the hardest part to get. There it goes, okay. And it does dry pretty fast. So, but I like to just wet it down like this and then just let it dry overnight before you touch it. Because then tomorrow, then I will take and I'll start pulling it away. All right, so I'm gonna put this up here so the cats don't get to it, because I definitely don't want any cat fur on it. All right, now I wanna do one of these. That'll be neat. That's gonna be so pretty. Very nice. Hairs are coming off. Come on, get off of there. There you go. All right, and then we can put this one on. Push that in there. Maneuver that around. Good. All right. I want that napkin to come up and over the lip. All the way up inside that curvature here. All right, now we can go ahead and start covering that up with the glue. It's so simple to do these, and they come out so pretty. And they're all coated over. And unless you dunk them in water and soak them for a while, then they'll stay good forever. Anything that you re-soak in water is going to come apart. So unless there's a flood, we're good. Alrighty, there. Get some glue down in there. There. Up and over. Perfect. Down to the other side and see it's coming off already, and that's okay. Alrighty, very good. And then stick this part in. Make sure it's dug in those little holes, because see on the edge of the shell, then there's like little bits and pieces in there. All right, so I'm getting a little sticky here. Baby wipe. I'll wipe my fingers off. Okay. Now I can go ahead and do the other two. Let me put this one up here, and I'll show you a close-up of it. Doesn't that look neat? And you just want to make sure it goes up and over the outer edge, because then we can remove those outer edge pieces later on once they start drying a little bit more. Okay, let's do another one. We have 2 more to go. Come on. fun, pretty thing to do with napkins, huh? There. There. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and get this wet on the inside again. On the top portion. And I'm just using a packaging plastic bag because they're nice and thick, so I like to save them and use for things like this because they wear very well. Yep. And I can use them and I can easily wash them off, rinse them off, or just throw them out when I'm done. Got a little piece of hair on there. All right, this is looking so good. Whoops, another hair. Oh, come on. There's another one. There's one there. Guess that's what happens when you use a cheapy brush, huh? But that's okay. It's working. Yes, it is. There's another one right there. Get that off of there. All right. So now let me check the edges here. Make sure we've got it all going up and over the edge. You really want it to set on there really, really good. And then let it start drying. Okay. There, so I did that one first, and then this one, and then this one. Alrighty, and now we'll do the last one. And then put this one on it, and then I'll start peeling that outer edge off. Because that way, if I'm very careful, I should be able to do it neatly enough so that way you can see what it's gonna really look like. Alrighty. And look at how quickly I'm getting these done. They go together so quickly and they're so pretty. And these shells, my friend and I, when we went out to lunch, we went twice so that we could get extra shells. But we got them stuffed for lunch and we brought our shells home because we asked, do they reuse them or do they have to throw them away? And they said, oh no, heavens, they have to throw them away. So it's like, all right, then we're taking them home. And they said, ooh, what are you gonna do? And so I told them, this is what I'm gonna do with mine. Yep. And I think that's what my friend is gonna do with hers too. There. It's fun having crafty friends, getting together with them and doing all different types of things. Yep, it is. Okay, I think we are good. And this Mod Podge dries so shiny and clear on there. And they just look so neat. All right, so now let's put this one up here. And I will get the first one that I did. Oh yes, it's already starting to dry. That looks so cool. And now I should be able to just pull this down without any problem. Yep, awesome. So can you see how I'm doing this? Just pull it gently because if it starts tugging on it, oh, I better put this lid on too. You don't want it to tug and to pull up what you've done. But I can see on this napkin it's already starting to dry hard. So I want to go ahead and peel this off while I can. Oh, that is so pretty. Don't pull too hard. That's the thing is, as it's starting to dry, then it's easier to get it off right now. All right, that's good. bit right here. Boy, is that pretty. I love it. All right, so then we can just kind of go around the edges because they're kind of furry right now. A little bit furry. And you can just brush it right back. Make sure you got all those edges on there. There. Alrighty. Perfect. There. Okay, so that one's done. So that can finish drying all the way, and then we can play with this one. This one was the one that started tearing off anyways, which is perfect. Nice. Alrighty, then we can go ahead and go and just go over the edges again. Now when they're dry, I'm going to turn it over and I'll put the Mod Podge on the back too. So, yep. And I'll come back on and do a second video so that you can see how I'm going to put the ribbon on for hanging. That way you can see it from beginning to end. All right, there. This one's moving a little bit, so I got to be careful. Oh, that's funny. This side is more dry than the other side was. I'm putting them on right underneath my heater. The heater's right up above my head here. So, and I've got a shelf up here. So when I'm drying things, I can lay them right up there and the cats can't get to them. Okay, that looks pretty good, darn good. Look at that. Nice, so you can just see a little bit hanging over, which is perfect. All right, so I just want to, and the reason why I'm going back with the brush is just to make sure that it's tacked all the way down. So if there's anything hanging off, any little nubbies, then I can remove them or push them down with the brush. Perfect. That is so pretty. Oh my heavens, that's going to be gorgeous when it's dry. All right, and then last but not least, another scallop shell. Come on, or clam shell rather. The other ones were the scallops. There we go. There. That looks pretty darn good. Alrighty, let's just check this one and make sure. Perfect. Alrighty, very nice, and that's still drying. Put some of those bubbles. There, that's better, okay. Nice. That's gonna be so pretty. And I'm noticing a part of the shell is showing here. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a piece of this and go ahead and put a little bit more on right here, right where it's showing, to cover that up. So you can do bits and pieces. Let's tear that off and tear that in there. There. Tap, 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 tap. There we go. That way it's tapped down. I'll use these scissors. Hey, that works pretty good. There, all right, whoops. Ta-da! Very good, I pieced it. All right, so that one's done. Alrighty, so let's check that first one again. Let's see how dry that is. Ooh, that's getting very dry. It looks so pretty. Isn't that neat? I think they're gonna love these. Alrighty, so I will come back on again, and when these are totally dry, and I will show you how I finish them up. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying this little craft, and when you go out to eat or when you're out on the shore, if you can find these type of shells, then grab a hold of them, save them. Alrighty, and see, this wipes right off. Isn't that easy? Nice, easy cleanup. Alrighty, and I can go down and rinse my brush out, and that'll be done. And I can use this again another day. Alrighty, so I hope you enjoyed this today, and please remember to give me those thumbs up if you're enjoying this type of video, and perhaps I can do something else again another time. Alrighty, and until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.